Hi, let's talk about the auteur theory. Auteur is a French word that literally means author. In the study of film, the auteur theory is one of the ways we think about who the author of the film is. This is the director, and it is only applicable in certain cases. There are three particular criteria to keep in mind when trying to evaluate whether or not a director is an auteur: technical competence, distinguishable personality, and interior meaning. The first criteria is technical competence. This will help us to determine whether or not a particular director is an auteur. Areas of technical competence are referring to the overall craft of filmmaking, those individual elements and techniques that go into the making of a film. These are things like editing and cinematography, as well as sound and lighting. And even though someone else might be directly in charge of a lot of those tasks in a film, the director is still the one whose overall vision is driving those choices. The next criteria is distinguishable personality. This refers to those shared techniques and consistent themes that are evident over a director's body of work. And this is an important point to note. When we're trying to make a determination about whether or not a director is an auteur, we need to consider a range of their films. We can't just look at one particular scene from one particular film. We need to look at a range of scenes from an array of work by the director in order to really make a case that a particular director does in fact merit being called an auteur. The third criteria is interior meaning. This refers to something that is deeper than just the surface level story of the film. The director will bring their unique perspectives to bear in the telling of the story. There's something deeper about human condition that is being conveyed through the different layers of meaning that are evident when you study and really scrutinize the film. Those are the three criteria that are needed to prove that a director should be considered as an auteur. It's important to note that the auteur theory is just that. It is a theory. Not everybody agrees with all the tenets of the auteur theory, and it doesn't always work the way we want it to. It does give us an additional lens for looking at film, and it can be a very valuable way of having information about a director and about their work at our fingertips so that we know what to expect when examining the work in front of us. Those three criteria are what you need to keep in mind when you're looking at a director's work to evaluate whether or not it adheres to this auteur framework.